Assalamu alaikum. I'm going to give you a little bit of a brief description of replica versus replica. Okay, so what we're doing is most of online retailers or even shopkeepers are selling plenty of replicas, and these replicas are from the originals, company called Baruch or Mina Hassan or Maria B or any of the Faraz Manan, any of the major designers, and you're getting lots and lots of replicas which are at a fraction of a price. Now even the replicas vary in price, and sometimes you can pick up the same looking thing at a considerable lower price, and then you're making comparisons that, oh, so and so is selling it at, even though these are replicas, such and such a person is selling it at this price, why have I paid? And you can get put off, you know, say like for example myself, if you're buying it from us and you're comparing to perhaps a local shopkeeper, and you notice that the local shopkeeper or the market stall is selling it at a less price, then I can say to you that generally there is a difference. Providing where we buy ours from and how good a replica it is, there will be a price difference. So if the price of my garment is different to the price of another, you know, supplier or another shopkeeper, then I'm not saying all the time this will be the case, but majority of the time there is a difference. Now this suit I have bought from, I ran out of stock and I had to get restock, and I didn't get them at a wholesale price, I got them at retail price, some of these suits, which was fairly low, but there was a difference. And that's the thing that I want to highlight, that when we purchase, we try and select the best of even the replicas. So I purchased a few of these suits. The first main difference that I noticed with them, with majority of these suits, this company that's manufacturing them, there is, you know, and I pointed this out in one of the other videos as well, there is the paper backing that's still, you know, remaining. Now with this paper backing, it's actually peeling away very easily, and you can actually get rid of this quite easily, which isn't a problem. But like with the cream and the silver grey suits that I was showing you, that was a little bit more difficult to take off. Also the backing on this is black, so it doesn't really, you can't really see it that much. Anyway, I'd still like to take it off, but I want to make the differences apparent, so that if anybody does buy from us, I really don't want you to get put off by the fact that, you know, there is a big price difference and why are we paying such and such a price for a similar looking thing. There will be small differences. Okay, so the first difference between this and the replicas that we were retailing was that the color variation, this is in a silver grey color combination. The embroidery is quite similar, but this is with beige. Also the lace is on a metallic finish with sequins on the lace, whereas this is just plain lace. Also when we go on to compare the kameez in general, the fabric of this is far softer and superior to the fabric of this. This is more coarse and this is more delicate. Okay, next, the sleeves are fully embroidered. Even this portion is embroidered, whereas on these, on the other replica that other retailers are selling, there is plain. Also there is embroidery in the panel, and this is not attached panel, this is all in one piece, whereas with other replicas what you've got is you've got an insert there, and then you've got plain chiffon on either side, whereas this, it actually goes, this is just central to the border and it's actually been even cut off, whereas the replicas that we're selling, we've got embroidery going all the way through. So, you know, there may be little minute differences, but actually they're major differences when you compare them. The sleeves, again, you know, these are plain sleeves just with the embroidery patch at the front, whereas ours has got a full all over. And really the big comparison difference is the fabrics. One is a slightly lighter color compared to the other. I actually when I was fooled by this as well, and I purchased this, and then I realized that, you know what, there is major differences, and I'm actually happy about the fact that we're selling the similar replicas, but we're selling them dearer, slightly dearer than what the local shopkeepers were selling them at. But the quality of this is far superior. Of this is far superior to what's available. So if you're going for a replica, at least go for as best replica as possible, and that way. Now if we look in the original catalogue, the sleeves are embroidered on this, although with ours the dupatta is full black and it hasn't got this lace and there's no embroidery on the back. I'm not promising you anything which is, you know, major difference, but as far as the kameez is concerned, the border is going all the way to the edges, whereas with the cheaper replicas you've got inserts there. So make yourself aware, if there's somebody else who's selling a similar looking thing but the price is less, then don't jump instantly to conclusions, and give the other person the benefit of the doubt until at least you're fully aware of where the differences are. I mean, these may seem like minute, but when you look at it close up, maybe at a distance a person will not notice, but close up, yes, you can notice. You can notice with the fabric there is, the degree of difference with the fabric. This is a lot better quality than the cheaper version. Also the embroidery does vary a lot. So anyway, that's a little bit of an insight into when you're buying, what you need to be making yourself more knowledgeable on. And fair enough, if you want to pay less and if you want a complete like a cheaper version, then by all means search it out and choose the one that you're sort of happy with. But these were, I mean, I'll give you a comparison of a couple of the other ones too. We'll go to another video, and because there are a few, well, not a few, I think I just bought, how many did I buy? There was some that I ran out of and I had to get a restock, and then I did get the secondary version. But to my main customers, I'll tell you, if I did retail these back to anyone, I mean, this one I purchased it and I realized when I got home that it was slightly damaged. So what will end up with the happening with this one is I'll probably end up just stitching it for our own selves. It's okay, we'll get away with it. But if I was going for variation, then I would go for the slightly better looking one, rather than a complete utter cheaper version.